Welcome to I Collect, where I show you what I've collected. And today, I'm gonna go forward. You know how I just did my retro Game Boy collection, which was everything Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Now I want to jump ahead and I want to talk DS and 3DS Game Boy games. So I'm going to lump those into one collection, and I wish I had a lot more, but I just don't. I didn't actually bother getting a 3DS until very, very recently, and now I'm collecting games as I go. So a lot of the collection updates will probably be happening where I talk about games that I got for my portable system. But let's go ahead and get into this and finish off my current generation Game Boy collection. First up, Dead or Alive Dimensions. Now, I know there's a little sticker there, and please try to ignore it. I try to get rid of these stupid stickers, but sometimes they're on there real good, and you go picking at it, and they just ruin the case. I hate these stickers. There has to be a better way. In fact, GameStop, let me help you. Let me help you do this. Let's say you get a little sleeve, right, with a price tag, and you open this up, and right there, how this little thing, see how it pulls away? You could put it in there and close it. Bam! See? Now it would be on the inside right here, and that would be that. I don't know why you guys can't figure that out. And I really shouldn't be blaming you either, because I realize that everybody has their job, and everybody has things that they're supposed to do, and you're probably told to do this, but man, if you could do me a favor, please talk to the higher-ups, please talk to the guys that make your rules. It doesn't make sense to do this. I'm a collector, and I hate stickers. I hate them on my movie boxes. I hate them on these. If nothing else, if you're going to throw a bunch of stickers on, get some sort of stickers that don't stick, or don't put them on this. Every game should have a cardboard sleeve or something. I don't know. I don't know how to fix this problem, but please find a way to fix this problem. I hate these stickers. Now let's move back into my collection. I'm sorry that I had a little rant there. Dimensions is pretty sweet. I liked this game a lot. I heard a lot of people complain and whine about it, but I'm not sure that it was justified. One, you get like every single character there's been, including the bad guy from the first game and Alpha 152, which was sweet. The only character that was cut out, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised since this is Nintendo, we didn't get the Master Chief character, and now I'm going to receive a lot of crap about, was it the Master Chief? Master Chief walk all over that lady. Well, that's fine, but look, we all know why a Spartan was in the game. It was to promote the Master Chief and his new game. So as far as I'm concerned, it was Master Chief if Master Chief would have been a chick. So maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you guys need to correct me on that, but hey, whatever, you know. This game was great. It plays like DOA. It's fast. It's fun. The 3D effect was not way too much. It didn't feel overwhelming. In fact, it was nice. The only thing I could say bad is that even though there's a story mode, and I'm not expecting much from a story mode, don't jump me, especially for a fighting game, but in terms of this game, everything is like still frame animation. That kind of bothered me. The voice acting wasn't terrible, and it did go back to some American voice actors, and if that bothers you, which in a way it bothers me, because I'm used to hearing the Japanese ones now, you can change it. So there's that. Everybody's happy. It plays well, has a decent two-player experience, it has all the modes, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. If you like DOA, you want to take it with you, you don't have a PS Vita, but you did go get that 3DS, here's your fix. I'll endorse it. Please, go get it. One thing I've always held true is that Mario games are almost always, without a doubt, well done. They pay close attention to Mario games. And this, again, it's just well done. This Super Mario 3D Land is not a remake of Part 3. I heard a lot of people trying to tell me that, and it's just not true. Before I go any further, well, okay, I also say that that's a great game. Any Mario game is a no-brainer. If you're going to get a Game Boy, if you're going to get a Nintendo, step one is buy your Mario game because it's just fun. It never gets old. You can be 90 years old playing Mario, you can be 5 years old playing Mario, and it's always the same fun, enjoyable experience. Now, I have another game, but it's not here. I don't know if it's lost on my shelf somewhere, but since it isn't my case, I'll just go ahead and mention it right now. I do have the Super Mario Land or World, new Super Mario Brothers for the DS, and that is great. That's a great game. That's like playing Super Mario Brothers on the Wii. It's great. It's awesome game, full of fun, no fail, all win, moving on. Tales of the Abyss. While this is done well, and it's done quite well for the 3DS, the 3D is very overpowering. The other problem is that the Tales game, they're good, except for Tales of the Abyss. Tales of the Abyss is like the weakest of the entire thing. And if it was your favorite Tales, then I'm sorry, and there's comments below, and you can cuss me out or whatever you need to do to get it off your back or shoulders or whatever. But it just... We've been over this before. Games are rooted in the cliche, and sometimes there's just not enough interesting in the cliche to keep it from being cliche, and I just didn't care for it. I'm sorry. Now we're gonna do something ridiculous. This is Pokemon Pearl. This is Pokemon White 2. Pokemon White. Pokemon Soul Silver. Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Black. Now that I just went through a whole list of Pokemon games, I like Pokemon. I don't see that there's any reason to really hate on it. It's your standard RPG. You collect characters, you build a team, you fight other teams, you level up, you get better, and it's enjoyable. And as Black and White have come out, the game is really stepping into a new life that I feel has been missing. Like, third and fourth generations felt a little weak. Not that they were bad, but they certainly weren't as good as the first and second. Now here comes this new one, and it just, wow. Just wow. Black and White are still, I think they're my favorite Pokemon now. But I do really enjoy Soul Silver. And Soul Silver is definitely, if you loved Silver, go back. Soul Silver is your dream game. It's remade, it's I can't do it justice. You would have to see me play it in order for me to do it justice, and I can't do that right here. So just take my word for it. Great game. Go try that one, or at least Black or White. You won't be disappointed. It might even bring back all your nostalgic joy of Pokemon. Now we'll talk about some other things, like more Pokemon. But this is Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is, well, it's Pokemon, but it's more like not so much an action RPG, but like an illusionary action RPG. You walk around, it's got way better graphics than the other Pokemon games. You come up against enemies that are, of course, right there on the battle map, and then it looks kind of real-time, but it's not, because it's still kind of turn-based, when it's kind of grid-based, but you control the movement. It's hard to explain, but it's a pretty enjoyable experience, and all I can say is that The storyline is a little childish, but hey, you're playing Pokemon, and it's enjoyable, and it's neat to be able to be one, like just be a Pokemon and level up as if you were like Cloud Strife that could evolve, and that's probably being way too extreme to give to Pokemon, but it's enjoyable. It's different, but it's definitely enjoyable. You go into what's called mystery dungeons, and each time you get a different dungeon. It's kind of like a dungeon crawler with Pokemon in there, and you beat up the Pokemon, and it still goes with the same old Pokemon physics, and it's enjoyable. Can't say anything bad about it. Pokemon Rumble Blast. What's Rumble Blast? Do you remember Custom Robo? Where as you fought enemies, you could defeat them, you could win other robots and build them into your toy collection. These are Pokemon toys. What we do with these toys is we collect them. As we collect them, we fight other toys, and as we beat them, we put them into our collection. This allows us to play with other toys that are bigger, better, badder toys until we get much bigger, better, badder Pokemon toys. What I can say in its defense is that it's done pretty well. It's enjoyable, and it's a different look at a Pokemon that we've never really seen before. They tried something with this, and it's real time. I guess you could say it's what if Diablo met Pokemon. Each guy only gets one attack, be it Vine Whip or whatever, and of course your normal triangle still exists, you know, grass, fire, water, that type of thing. But it's fun, and it's cool to go in and just, you kind of do like a dungeon crawler with it. You build your map, and you use your Pikachu to go shock, 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 and then they're coming at you, and they're doing different things, and you gotta move, so that's pretty sweet. And there's a big arena where you fight like battle royales, and it plays a lot like a simple Diablo type game, so it is kind of cool. The best way I could describe it is, like I said, it's Diablo meets Custom Robo meets Pokemon. That's the best I've got for you. Sorry if it's not enough. Did you like Final Fantasy Tactics? While this idea seems ridiculous, whoever's idea it was to give Nobunaga a shiny Rayquaza and say, what if Pokemon were on a grid? Awesome idea. I'm probably hyping this up a little too much, and it's probably getting more difficult by the day to come across this, but it's unique and it's fun, and it opens up the door for something else. Even though I'm not 100% happy with the whole, you know, going around in kingdoms and destroying dynasties, and it made the whole thing a little too lighthearted. And where there's a plus to this is here. I would like to see this engine put into a Pokemon game. I want to be a kid, like a remake of Red and Blue, Red and Blue Conquest. And the idea would be that you're red, you start the game, you get your, say, Bulbasaur. You walk out into the grass, if you come across a random encounter, it's like, pew, and it takes you into a grid thing, and, you know, there's maybe a Pidgey, or something like a Pidgey, or then like a Sparrow and whatnot, and you're down here, and you gotta be like, do, and you plays like Final Fantasy Tactics, but it still works on the same Pokemon principles that we're used to. So your character still acts the same way, you just control the movement. So you move up, and say Vine Whip does so many spaces or an area, and that idea, it's done really well. It's super enjoyable. I think you guys would really like Conquest, but I really think that there's another opportunity here aside from Conquest. Conquest would give us all a chance to get into the game, and I really think if you haven't played it, you're doing yourself a bit of an injustice. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll love it. And the best way I can say is that if this is one of those games that kind of continues and gets a little more things like the Mystery Dungeon, I want to see a Pokemon game where, like, okay, you get to Misty's gym, and if you don't have water Pokemon, you're going to have to stand on, like, these rafts, and her people are in the water, of course. And this also adds a whole new structure to the game, that when you go to an area that doesn't have water, or something like that. You throw out a Goldeen and he's flopping on the ground, he's not going to be much help to you. So you got to watch out for that type of stuff. You're going to take a water guy into like a fire gym, but you don't have anywhere to swim. It's going to be more difficult. So you need to better adjust your water guys. Like train your Magikarp in an area till he becomes the flying Gyarados, and then he can fly up in that gym and be like, take that, you're dead. So that's pretty sweet. I really think this would have massive potential, but I've heard that they've already given up on the concept. So Pokemon fans, try this game. Try it out. Let me know what you think. If you've already tried it, if I'm over-exaggerating, whatever, let me know in the section below. I think this could make an awesome Pokemon game. Think about it. The gyms could be like, the rules are 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 or single Pokemon, 1 versus 1. Who can top my, you know, Magmar, this thing. Man, this could be awesome. It just needs to be done. This has been my collection so far into the new generation of Game Boy games, and I hope you enjoyed. And as usual, comments in the section below and let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time.